welcome back to the channel. Today is the start of a series of videos called Meet the Manufacturer. And today we've got Jack Drury from Shure. We're going to be looking at the Axient digital system, and Jack's going to take us through an entry level or introduction to Axient digital. So Jack, please go ahead.
Absolutely, and it's quite a big portfolio, Axient digital. It covers a lot of different requirements and applications, and you can build it in different ways. You can have a really complex system with transmitter remote control and automatic frequency management and stuff like that. For the purposes of this, we are just going to look at it as a really basic and easy system.
Great.
Because you can boil Axient digital back to just being really solid RF, going in one direction. And for that, we really just need to look at these three racks on the bottom here. So forget everything north of this rack here. This rack in question is probably the most important rack in the system. This is our radio microphone receiver.
Yep.
This is doing all the heavy lifting for us today. We've obviously got this going into the mixing console. We're both wearing packs. You can see the audio metering on the top here as well. The rack underneath is just the reverse of this rack, and for demonstration purposes, really, it's very useful just to see the back end of a rack like this and all the outputs and everything.
It's great, and I really like the fact that you guys have done the white panel, in dark environments. That's really, really helpful.
It's a busy old back panel, this as well. There's a lot going on here, so you really need to see exactly what you're doing. Underneath that, we've got our rack charger, and this is completely revolutionary with an Axient digital. Lithium ions for everything, no dry cell AA's anymore. Which is fantastic, and it also means that we can interrogate this unit. I can actually put a network in here and see what batteries I've got in what modules, how healthy those batteries are, how many charge cycles they've had. So if you are doing lots of tours, or even if you're in a big church installation, and this is going to sit here for years and years and years, it's good to just keep an eye on the actual health of things like that.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay.
So there's a couple of things with a system like this that are worth knowing about when you first open the box. So if you have got a church user, or any kind of user really, who's got their first Axient digital system from a rental, like SSE, or perhaps they've bought a system and they're plugging it in for the first time, my workflow in any system tends to be to factory reset it anyway. There are a couple of things that are well worth knowing about that will catch you out.
Okay.
The first one that I'd like to focus on in this video is the RF band. Now, Axient digital covers a lot of different countries. Different countries have different RF restrictions. If you're in America or the UK, it's different. UK in particular is different. We run our transmitters in G56 over here, which is our wide band. That covers 470 to 636. And when you get this unit out of the box, it will be in default G53 mode, which is a much, much smaller mode.
Okay, yep.
So to change that, really, really easy. We just need to go into the device menu. Axient digital has two different menu structures. We've got a channel menu, which you get to by clicking the channels here.
Makes sense, yep.
Absolutely. But we also have an overall device menu. Now, the easy way to get to that, and it took me a while to kind of put this into my workflow, is just to hit that exit button a ton of times and get back to, as you described it earlier.
If in doubt, exit out.
If in doubt, exit out, precisely. So yeah, anytime you get to an Axient digital system, this is the first thing that you must do. It's really easy to get to. You just push this button a chunk of times, right? So it's the first thing that we want you to do. So hit it once to get into the device menu, device configuration, device RF bands. You'll notice there was no moving about at all.
And out of the box, this is the first thing they're going to need to go to.
Absolutely. And once you're here, it's quite self-explanatory as to what's going on. What it will say is G53. So you've got this small sliver of RF down here, 470 to 509. As we move up the options, G54 gives us a bit more.
Okay.
G55 is pretty much everything, but we've got a mask here because there are some places where you aren't allowed to transmit in certain frequencies. We don't have that problem in the UK. We can use G56 wideband transmitters, absolutely, and this will also cover pretty much all of Europe as well, which is good. So click that in. It's good to go, nice and easy. Axient digital will help you if you are trying to sync up a transmitter that is not in the correct RF band. And I do this all the time. I'll have a G56 transmitter and I won't have made that change. And if you do that, it won't say, computer says no, go and read the manual. It will very helpfully take you to that menu we were just at, and then you can make the change that you need to make. Absolutely brilliant.
Great. Thanks, Jack, for that introduction overview of the Axient digital. Thanks ever so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next one.